It began with a song. Every morning before the sun reached the high walls of number 11 Hillview Crescent, a soft voice would rise with the smell of soap and polish. It was the voice of Mary Eatham, the housemaid, singing an old hymn her late mother had taught her. Musical notes, nearer, my God, to thee, though it be a cross that riseth me. Musical notes. The hymn floated through the marble halls and echoing corridors of the Obener mansion, a sound of innocence that didn't belong in a house that hid such darkness. 6 months later, that same hymn would be found scribbled at the bottom of her diary, beside words that chilled the soul. The Obener mansion sat high on a lonely hill in Abuja's Maitama district. From the outside it looked like a dream, white pillars, trimmed lawns, glass walls that gleamed under the sun. But inside it felt cold. The kind of cold that light couldn't warm. Chief Gabriel Obener and his wife, Lady Florence, were figures of admiration and envy. Oil tycoons, church elders, donors to orphanages and hospitals. To the city, they were symbols of grace and success. To their workers, they were masters to be feared. Mary Eatham arrived 2 years before her disappearance. She was barely 21, thin, bright-eyed, with the quiet humility of someone raised on discipline and prayer. Her aunt had sent her from Calabar with a promise. Serve them well and your life will change. Mary believed it. Every dawn, she scrubbed the marble floors till they shone. She helped the chef prepare elaborate meals. She bathed the Obener's only child, Damelaire, a sweet boy who clung to her like a sister. And while she worked, she sang. Always the same hymn. Musical notes, there let the way appear. Steps unto heaven. Musical notes. It became her rhythm, her comfort. And unknowingly, the house's only trace of holiness. Mary's room was a small, tidy space behind the main house. Her only possessions, a Bible, a diary, and an old transistor radio that barely worked. Every night, she'd hear faint sounds from the main building, movement, chanting, sometimes even crying. She once asked the head cook about it. "Ah, Mary, don't ask questions you can't answer," the woman said, eyes darting. "They say Chief prays differently." Mary laughed it off, until she saw for herself. One night, while fetching towels from the guest corridor, she noticed faint red light spilling from beneath the dining room door. Curious, she peeked through the keyhole. She saw men, 4 of them, all in white robes, standing around a table. On the table lay something wrapped in white cloth. Madame Florence's voice rose low and rhythmic. "Cleanse us, O Lord of the hidden paths, we offer life for life." Mary stumbled back, clutching her chest. The hymn escaped her lips in a trembling whisper. Musical notes, nearer, my God, to thee. Musical notes. She ran to her room, locked the door, and prayed till dawn. June 10, 2021. The Obeners hosted another of their late-night charity prayer meetings. Guests arrived in tinted SUVs. The house buzzed with activity. Mary served drinks and kept her eyes low. At 11:40 p.m., the chef saw her last, carrying a silver tray down the basement hallway. By morning, she was gone. Her room was clean. Her phone switched off. Only her Bible remained, open to Psalm 23. When police were called, Chief Obener's voice was steady. "Runaway girl," he said. "Maybe eloped. It happens." But her aunt wept before the investigators. Mary is a good child. She fears God too much to run. Still, the file was stamped probable runaway. Case closed. 6 months later. In December, the Obeners traveled to London for Christmas. A caretaker named Mr. Iola was hired to watch the property. One day, while dusting the upstairs guest room, Iola decided to move an old wardrobe to paint the wall behind it. Something slid out, a small leather-bound notebook. It was old, worn, and smelled faintly of smoke. On the first page, "My name is Mary Eatham. If you are reading this, I am no longer alive." Iola froze. He turned the page. Each entry drew him deeper into terror. A slow revelation of what really lived beneath Hillview Crescent. The Diary of Mary Eatham. April 4th, Chief brought visitors. They prayed in the basement again. I heard a scream. A woman's. Then silence. April 8th. I asked Madam about the smell in the laundry. She slapped me. Said, "You want to end up like the last one?" May 18th. Damelaire asked me why the basement door has chains. I told him it's to keep bad dreams away. But I think that's where bad dreams begin. June 1st. I washed white robes again. They were heavy. The water turned red. I don't want to stay here anymore. June 9th. Madam said tomorrow is the night of cleansing. I think I'm the one they want to cleanse. June 10th. I can hear them calling my name downstairs. I will hide my diary behind the wardrobe. If I don't wake up, let this speak for me. Musical notes. Though like the wanderer, the sun gone down, darkness be over me. Musical notes. The diary ended there. Investigation reopened. Detective Funk Adarimi, a veteran investigator known for her persistence, was assigned the case. She visited the mansion with a court warrant and a forensic team. The blueprints of the house showed no basement, but behind the wine cellar, she noticed a hollow sound on the wall. After several hours of prying, the wall gave way. What they found beneath froze everyone in place. The basement. Candles melted into the floor. Symbols drawn in chalk and ash. A long wooden table stained with something dark. Animal skulls, burnt fabrics, and chains hung from the ceiling. On the far wall, photographs. Dozens. Prominent people. Some faces marked with red XS. And there, half buried under a collapsed shelf, a small silver cross pendant engraved with the name Mary. The forensic analysis later confirmed traces of her DNA, blood, bone fragments, and burnt cloth fibers matching her uniform. Funk Adarimi stood in silence, whispering under her breath, "Lord, what kind of cleansing was this?" The denial. When confronted, Chief and Lady Opener denied everything. They claimed it was all part of an ancestral Christian fellowship. The basement, they said, was a spiritual room. Their lawyers called the diary a forgery meant to extort. But public outrage grew. Activists demanded justice. The Openers were arrested and charged with murder, human trafficking, and ritual killings. Yet, before the first hearing, tragedy struck. The fire of silence. On the morning of March 4, 2022, the Openers' convoy exploded en route to the federal high court. The blast ripped through the highway, killing everyone inside. No group claimed responsibility. The case file was quietly sealed weeks later. Detective Funk retired shortly after, but she kept Mary's diary, now locked in her drawer, its pages brown and brittle. Sometimes, on sleepless nights, she'd open it and hum the hymn written in the margins. Musical notes: nearer, my God, to thee, e'en though it be a cross that riseth me. Musical notes. Tears would roll down her cheeks as she closed it, whispering, "Rest now, Mary. The living failed you." Whispers of Hillview Crescent. The mansion still stands. Sealed. Abandoned. But neighbors swear that at midnight, faint singing echoes from the servants' quarters. A woman's voice. Gentle. Haunting. Musical notes: there in my father's home, safe and at rest. Musical notes. No one stays long near Hillview Crescent anymore. The workers call it the house that prays backwards. And among Abuja's housemaids, the legend of Mary Edom lives on, whispered between them like sacred truth. If your madam forbids you to open a door at night, don't wait till morning. Leave that house.